فإن دعوة أهل السنة، دعوة أهل الحديث، دعوة السلفيين، دعوة أهل الأثر تقوم على التربية والتصفية.
A person is cued by the evil eye. It mentions, first and foremost, what we gather from the hadith, that if you know the person that has given you an evil eye, then you should go to that individual, and that person should make a ghusl or make wudu, and from the remains of that water you should pour it over yourself and bathe with that water. Because this is what the Messenger ﷺ ordered the companion, to make wudu and to bathe with the water, and that which is left, then give it to your brother. And it mentions in the narration that when the water was given and he bathed with that water and poured it over himself, then he got up like nothing was wrong with him. So that's the first one. That if you know that the person that has given you the ain, the evil eye, then you request from them. And likewise from the Sharia, that the Messenger ﷺ has mentioned, if the water is requested from you, then you should give it. If the water is requested from you, then you should give the water. So that's the first one. Likewise, we have mentioned that you do the adhkar in the morning and in the evening. The adhkar which is mashru'ah, which is legislated. Like the likes of saying, Bismillahi alladhi la yaduru ma'asmihi shay'un fil ardi wa la fis sama'i wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. 3 times in the morning and 3 times in the evening. The Messenger ﷺ said, whoever says this supplication 3 times in the morning, then he will be protected till the evening. And whoever says this in the evening, then he will be protected till the morning. And there are many others as well. Likewise, the last 2 verses of Surah Al-Baqarah and Ayat Al-Kursi. And likewise, Qul Wallahu Ahad wal Falaq wal Nas. All of these, likewise, is a protection. And likewise, seeking aid from someone who's capable of doing ruqyah. Someone who's capable of doing ruqyah, then likewise you can seek the aid. However, to do ruqyah on yourself and to have the i'tiqad and the belief that you yourself are turning to Allah and using the means which have been legislated, and you have belief and firm belief in that, then that is much, much more powerful than you're calling someone to read over you. It goes back to Tawheed and Aqidah. Then this moves on to the next point. The Iraqi, the one that he's going to read over you, then there are some conditions that must be established. First and foremost, it mentions Husnul I'tiqad wa Tawheed. That the Iraqi, that the person who's going to read over you, then he must be a person of sound Aqidah and creed. He must have the correct manhaj. He cannot be someone who is corrupt in his Aqidah. A person that does shirk. Or even worse, a person that works with the jinns. As we find today, many people are going to such and such, and they make these ta'weez. Or they work with jinns in order to cure you. This will only make matters worse. This is not someone who will cure you, rather he will make it worse. So that's the first condition. The person must be sahib al-sunnah. He must be a person with the correct aqidah and the tawheed. Likewise, from the conditions that the Iraqi must have, that he must be mukhlis. That he is sincere in what he is doing. That he is doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And not only does he do it just by ways of a business, or he does it to raise his ranks in the community, or whatever corrupted intention that he has, then that must be rectified, the intention. Likewise, the Iraqi, he must be someone who's rajulun salih. Someone who's a righteous person. Not someone that is known to be a fasiq. Not someone that knows to be a sinner. He's a sinner. A person who's not upright. A person who may compromise his deen. then these are not the qualities of a raqi. Likewise, he must be cautious that when he is doing the ruqyah, that he doesn't fall into situations that is muharrama, that he falls into situations will be haram, which is unlawful. So he has a good intent of doing the ruqyah,